What is up, YouTube? Metro Hero 2012 here, coming at you with a new series very similar to one that I've already done, or at least started on YouTube, and that is a San Francisco 49ers realistic rebuild. Now, spur of the moment, I am starting this thing up mainly because the Patriots have just traded Jimmy Garoppolo to the San Francisco 49ers for a second-round draft pick. So what we'll be doing is jumping in to the season midway, just like Madden lets you do, taking over the San Francisco 49ers, the 0-8 49ers, putting Jimmy Garoppolo on the team for that second-round pick, and seeing what we can do with it. So for those of you who have seen my last series, you'll know that I was trying to do a realistic rebuild with the San Francisco 49ers. I made a lot of mistakes in trades and cap penalties, and then the series kind of got derailed because of that. I still am thinking about continuing with that series, but I'd like to just get a fresh start. And since this Jimmy Garoppolo trade actually happened in real life, I want to start this over and do this the right way, because in that other series that I had, I actually went out and traded for Garoppolo. But now that it has become reality, I'm making this series. We went out, got Garoppolo, we're moving Eric Reed to the linebacker position because the 49ers have decided to move him to linebacker for the rest of the season. I think that's a pretty cool move because there's a kind of a movement in the NFL where people are moving safeties to the linebacker position because they can cover those tight ends. And I'm also picking up Jeremy McNichols. But yeah, Eric Reed moving to linebacker position. We'll see if he plays a good linebacker for the rest of the season. 77 overall or so. So he might have a pretty good year, and then we might sign him to an extension. But we'll see how he plays that position. We have a couple other good safeties, and Eric Reed, not the best safety in the NFL, but I think he actually could make a pretty good linebacker, so we'll see how this all plays out. Just going ahead and making a few roster adjustments here. We are going to be dropping Logan Paulson, 70 overall, 30 years old. We are picking up a new tight end. That'll be our backup. George Kittle will be the guy. But here we are trading away Brian Hoyer. In real life, the 49ers just straight up released him. But we did have to give up a little extra on the Garoppolo trade to get it to go through, so I figure it's okay if we grab a draft pick. And the Packers are probably going to be looking for a quarterback now that Rodgers is out, likely for the season. And since I'm a Packer fan, I feel kind of bad for them. Figure giving them Brian Hoyer is a nice thing to do. He can battle it out with Hundley for that position there. But yeah, we're making all these realistic moves to get the roster to where it needs to be. We're filling holes now, so these are all moves that are not made in real life, but this is just me making these moves, thinking it's right for the team. I'm going to go through the depth chart here quick. We did pick up McNichols as a backup running back, Moritz Boehner as kind of a backup wide receiver, Bucky Hodges is at the tight end position. Otherwise, everything else is looking the same old San Francisco 49ers. Apparently, Eric Armstead is injured, unfortunately, so we have to have Aaron Lynch start, and he actually does not want to re-sign with us, as we'll see coming up here. Maybe we've already looked at it, but he's not interested in re-signing with us. Kind of sucks, but hopefully Eric Armstead can get healthy and we can have him step in. So yeah, there we go. Aaron Lynch and Tank Carradine, or whoever it was, is also not interested in re-signing. So we will have to fill those positions in the off-season. But here we go, Jimmy Garoppolo in training for the week. They gave him the default number 6. Somebody must have the number 10. I'm going to go in and change that after the fact. But super excited to have this series with Jimmy Garoppolo and have it actually legit realistic. The Madden roster does not have him in here. I was thinking about waiting, but it takes all the way until Thursday for these roster changes to actually be made, so that'd be another 2 days. I wanted to get this episode out, see how you guys are thinking the series will go. And hopefully those of you who followed my other series will jump on board with this one and understand why I'm wanting to do this. And those of you new to the channel, I do enjoy doing realistic rebuilds, just because I don't like trading. The trading system's a little bit too easy in this game, even if you turn it up, and I just don't want to make hugely, grossly unrealistic deals. If there's a player that makes sense for the team, I'll go after them probably, but I'm not just going to trade to make an amazing team that's going to go to the Super Bowl. It's going to be realistic. But here we go into a game against the Cardinals.
The Niners hope on the the end of today's game, they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Cardinals going up against the 49ers.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals.
Here we are, guys. Jimmy Garoppolo is in the game. We've made it almost to the red zone here in the first quarter. Garoppolo on 3rd and 6 cannot get the pass off, and he is getting taken down by Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger. 0-0 is the score. We are going to have to settle for a field goal here. San Francisco 49ers have taken the lead 3-0 against the Arizona Cardinals. Now the Cardinals have the ball 3-0. They are on our side of the field. Carson Palmer fakes the handoff to Adrian Peterson. Cannot pick up the first down on 3rd and 4, so it's pretty interesting. The Cardinals have Adrian Peterson. Carson Palmer's not actually going to be on the team after the update, but yeah, that didn't go through yet. Beautiful pass from Garoppolo, now 3 of 6 for 80 yards. That goes to Pierre Garçon. You'll see at the end of the game, he is definitely Garoppolo's favorite receiver. As Garoppolo scrambles out to the side, finds the window where Garçon will be open, and finds a nice little touchdown pass there. So really good start for us. It was 10-0. Now 10-7. Carson Palmer dropping back to pass. Scrambling out. A little too slow, and he gets sacked there. Solomon Thomas is picking up the fumble. Looks like they gave Solomon Thomas a partial sack for that. Now 7-10. Matt Breida, the backup running back, takes it to the outside. He's a nice speedy back. Thinking about keeping him after the offseason. Carlos Hyde will likely not re-sign, just like the 49ers in real life. They brought in Matt Breida kind of to hopefully replace Hyde because he's going to want some money. We're probably not going to want to give it to him. We're giving a lot of money to Jimmy Garoppolo. We'll figure that out in a future episode here, but Carlos Hyde may not be the guy going forward. It might be Matt Breida. You guys let me know in the comments what you think, if we should do what we can to keep Hyde. How much money is he actually worth? A beautiful pass there from Jimmy Garoppolo to Pierre Garçon for the touchdown, his second receiving touchdown of the game, 23-14. It's looking pretty good. We have a 10-point lead, now 24-21. The Cardinals have come back in this game, but Carson Palmer is going to take a sack there to DeForest Buckner. Now it'll be 3rd and goal. Carson Palmer in the shotgun with Peterson to his side, drops back, surveying the field, scrambles out, cannot get it off in time, and Solomon Thomas gets his 2nd sack of the day. Cardinals are settling for a field goal to tie the game, 24-all, and the 49ers are going to get the ball back here. We're unable to capitalize, and the Cardinals have the ball back in the red zone. Palmer back to pass, finds his man, Brown. I believe it's John, might be Jerron, but I think it's John Brown with a spin move there, elusive enough to get in the end zone. And now we have a 2-minute drive opportunity with Jimmy Garoppolo here. We're going to show you the whole thing. See if he can march up the field and get this victory here. We do need a touchdown just to tie the game and bring it to overtime. So Garoppolo is going to try to bring his unit up the field. This is technically his 2nd game because I simulated his 1st game, but in his 2nd game as a 49ers quarterback, got the pressure on here. Bringing this guy to the guys to the line, making a good call for handoff up the middle, and the no-huddle offense to keep the clock manageable. Garoppolo scrambles to the outside, picks up a 1st down, and wisely gets out of bounds there. Bring it all the way to the 31-yard line. We are moving the ball up the field. Again, Garoppolo handing the ball up the middle. Carlos Hyde picking up some good yardage there, but the clock is ticking, so we're going to have to get serious about passing it here. Another good completion to Garçon. A minute left in the game now. We made it to the 16-yard line. Garoppolo scrambling out. Finds a guy in the end zone, but the pass is denied. Looks like Patrick Peterson there. Shutdown corner is not going to let that happen to Garçon. A very good opportunity there, though. We had the play we wanted. Got the matchup we wanted. And again, Garoppolo trying to get to that corner of the end zone. Not working so well for him. 47 seconds left, 3rd and 10. Doesn't look like the clock will be as much of an issue as the downs. And Garoppolo takes a sack. Nothing was open there. Didn't want to turn the ball over. Took a sack, and we're forced to call timeout to regroup here. 40 seconds left, 4th and 15. This might be our last chance to tie the game here. Garoppolo drops back, finds his tight end in single coverage, does not throw the ball far enough for him, so that'll be a turnover on downs. And that'll do it for the game, guys. The Arizona Cardinals will hold off the 0-7 San Francisco 49ers, now 0-8, I believe. Might be 0-9, but I think it's 0-8. No, sorry, now it's 0-9. Was 0-8. And you can see here, Pierre Garçon had 14 receptions for 200 yards, and nobody else had more than 2 receptions. So simulation was kind of whack this game. But here's some defensive stats for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know in the comments below what you want this series to look like, what you think about Carlos Hyde and a couple other guys on the roster, where you want this series to go. I'll likely continue doing this play the moments for the rest of the season, just like I did with my other series. Get to the off season, hopefully have a really good off season, improve the team, and come back strong next year. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Leave a like if you want this series to continue, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.